Hello, how you doing? John Ebrington here. In my book, You the Sentencer, What Would You Do? There's several chapters discussing difficult dilemmas where the readers posed a number of difficult dilemmas and you have to decide what would you do in certain situations. So I'm going to discuss one now with you. And it's quite an interesting one. So you happen to be in a local park and you come across a bag that appears to be open and it has a lot of banknotes inside. And you have a look and it contains £30,000 in banknotes. So what would you do? Would you take it home, hide it under your mattress, or would you give the money to charity, or do you go and give it to the police? Now, honestly, answer the question honestly. What would you do? Would you actually take the money? Tempting, isn't it? Very tempting. Could be very useful, that kind of money. Or maybe you could sort of use some for yourself and then perhaps give some to charity. Or we all need money, perhaps. Tempting. But then consider, how did the money get there? What's that money doing there? Is it drug dealers' money? Would you touch it then? No, I don't think so. I wouldn't want to touch it if it's drug dealers' money. They might come after you. Is it a ransom? Are there police lurking in the bushes to see somebody come and collect the ransom money? Would you pick it up then? No, I don't think so. Could it be fake money that's worthless, really? You wouldn't want to be caught with all that fake money. Goodness me. So it could be a TV program, you know, with hidden cameras in the bushes, waiting to see what you would do under certain situations. Well, I don't know, but a lot of people kind of think finders, losers, you know, finders, keepers, losers, weepers, isn't it? It was an old law, you know, an old saying that if you find something, it's all right to keep it, but it's not. Because by law, if you find something, you're supposed to hand it in to the police. If you take something for yourself, such as money or anything, it's called theft by finding. And believe me, in my early days as a probation officer, I went and sat in court and I was gobsmacked when all these poor people were being prosecuted in prosecuted in the magistrates' court, for having the bank had mistakenly put large sums of money into their bank accounts, and these people had spent the money and were unable to repay the bank these sums. They kept quiet about it and spent all the money they'd been overpaid into their bank account, and they're all being prosecuted for theft by finding. Unbelievable, isn't it? So, yeah, if you find something, any sort of object of value, you're supposed to hand it in to the police by law. So there you go. And indeed, locally, I can tell you a story that the police told me, was that some youngsters, they're about 12-year-old, found several £1,000s in the local railway station, in the toilets in the local railway station, and they took it home. They shared out the money between them equally. And one of the mums was not happy about this, and she went round, got all the kids together and took all the money into the police station where it was counted and logged, and it was all logged, and after a few months, because nobody claimed the money, those children, those 12-year-old kids, got the money back because nobody claimed it. So in law, if nobody claims the money, you're entitled to have it. Quite interesting, isn't it? So the right thing is, if you find something you're supposed to, of value, right? I'm not talking about £1 or, you know, a low sum of money, but anything of value, or say a bag of mail, you should always hand it in. I think there was another case where a postman was fed up with his job and he was having a nervous breakdown, and he threw a mail bag over this fence, and some kids found it. Now, the right thing for them to do, of course, is to hand in the mail to the police rather than open up all the letters and look for money inside. Yeah? Makes sense, doesn't it? So, interesting. So in my book, we've got many more difficult dilemmas for you to consider. And some of them, there's no right or wrong answer to them, and we'd all answer differently. Some of them might involve, some of them are small matters, but some of them are huge matters. Anyway, so do look out for my book. It's called You, the Sentencer, and it's available on Amazon. Best wishes now. Bye-bye.